Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dan Kathman, and this is Aftermath. This is the show after the show, Surviving Mann, and I'm lucky enough to be joined again with three of the contestants from that show right here. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you. See you too.
Lots to kind of unfold here with this episode, but
yes.
I mean, this is the second to last episode of the season. A lot's happened, and also I remember the last time Aly had a secret she wanted to. She teased us on, and I didn't get anything from the show. So what was the secret?
Yes, please tell us.
So there is the Monster Mash, which I'll have you talk about for a second, and then I'll elaborate a little bit.
All right. You're still teasing us. This is
She
so
is.
unfixing. We're like, come on, tell us already.
I thought we were best friends.
I
Yeah,
know,
what
right?
happened?
What happened?
Okay.
And I thought we bonded. Anyway.
Okay, so a Monster Mash. We'll let that play out a little bit. So tell us about that.
So the Monster Mash was, Don told us about this SEAL thing that they did on Fridays. It was like this finale PT workout on Fridays for the SEALs, and he decided that we needed to experience this. So he set up this course that was insane, right?
Oh yeah.
So there are two pylons. They're like 100 meters. Do you think they were 100
They were
meters
100,
apart? 100 meters apart. So it starts with a sprint. All 32 people sprint down, come back, and then you have to do, I am not kidding you, 100 push-ups. 100 good push-ups. You could do them like in groups of 10, or have you ever done 100 push-ups in a row?
I like the fact that you said good push-ups. So like,
right.
This is not one.
That
You
is
gotta
not
go
one.
down.
And then
1, 2.
there also have to be like 100 good squats, which became a controversial.
Well,
Right,
right.
that's a good
And
squat.
so first you do 100, then you have to go sprint again, come back, then you have to do 100 lunges. And let me just tell you, did your legs just like kill you?
They were jello.
Yes.
Oh.
Have you ever
Honestly.
like tried to do a sprint after doing 100 lunges and like
terrible.
and gassing your legs?
It's terrible.
It was they were jello. Did
It's
you
like
feel like
running
you're
in
going to
slow
go
motion.
down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally. So then you come back and then
Reverse lunges.
reverse lunges, then again, and then it was the squats.
And then everyone got a little rowdy with each other, trying to call each other out, saying they weren't doing the right squats. So you guys saw that on TV, I'm sure.
Right,
Oh my
right.
goodness, that was crazy.
What is the proper
All right,
spot?
please.
And so then when
Yeah,
everyone
okay.
was over, when it was over, as we finished, everyone started to cheer each other on. And then Chris went around just pouring water on everyone, but what he didn't know was that I was secretly mic'd up. So, and I know
What?
you didn't know that either.
Okay, so that's a secret?
Yeah, so starting on day 2, we decided that we would get some, good content. And I didn't necessarily want to be a part of this, but we actually mic'd me up. In the first 5 minutes that I was mic'd up, we actually went up on the plank. So what was funny for me was when we went up on the plank to do the jump or whatnot, everyone was being super positive, as we were already talking about, and I was like, they totally know. Like, there's no way these people are just nice to me. But so it was really hard. I think they wanted to probably get some drama around me, right? They wanted to hear some kind of
Right.
crazy
Is that
conversation.
because you're drama prone?
No, I think it's because they just felt comfortable talking when I was sitting there.
okay.
But I
Fantastic.
didn't want to engage in anything. But I'll be honest, I don't think they got much content because everybody was pretty positive and nobody really had anything negative to
Well-
say.
Were you mic'd from day 2 all the way through?
Yeah.
No way.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I mean, I was
So you
curious.
got to think about everything you said when we were talking.
I am. I'm already going through it.
I was really curious about like how they get this good sound. I mean, so I thought it was.
Yeah, but so Chris came over and he poured the water on my head, and all of a sudden, if you guys have ever had a mic on, you know how
Yeah.
important that is if that thing gets wet. So all of a sudden, he runs over to me, starts taking off the mic, and then Bob runs over to me. He's like, no, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna blow the cover. And he's like, but my mic, you have to understand my mic. And I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna notice what's going on? Because you made a comment, and you're like, oh, wasn't your shirt messed up or something? And I was like, no, it's because I had a mic on. But come to find out.
Come to find out, wow.
Wow.
You were like the spy among spies.
No, but I was like the spy who didn't want to be the spy.
Betrayal.
Stop that.
Betrayal.
I know. Can we do an episode on betrayal?
Yes.
We didn't get anything bad. It wasn't
Yeah.
really on that intent. It was almost just to get what's really happening.
It made the show
behind the
great.
scenes.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was really entertaining to watch.
I think that's really interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. The big thing we want to talk about for this episode is the final roll the dice challenge. I mean, this was pretty intense.
Well, this was the end, right? So it came down to it.
This was the final. I mean, we have one more episode left, but this is episode 9.
So there was no other ways to gain
last-
points.
Yeah.
Right.
Last dice roll.
And I think it really came down to everyone trying to be strategic and understanding that if they didn't take the shot and, so again, it came down to the top 10 people, and if they'd already done a shot, which Jenn already had, she couldn't do another shot. So it ended up coming down to me and 5 other people, I believe. Or there were 7 of us.
7. Yes.
So
7.
6 other people. So I took the shot. Obviously, you guys saw I took 3, completely missed it. All 3, so I went negative 150 points.
All right.
You got to talk a little bit about Nick.
Well, I want to talk. I
Landon.
want to talk about you first. I was so proud of you. That was such a hard shot, and your attitude was so good. Your attitude was, look, I'm going for it. I don't care, and I really want to learn from this. And like me, you had never ever tried to shoot that far, and so I was super proud of you. And I know it's a big risk, and it hurts you, but like I know you'd do it again.
Oh, totally. It was way worth it. And I think you could probably talk about Landon too, but if he hadn't taken, 1 shot, or versus if he had taken, 3 shots, it would have changed the whole game.
Right. Now, this is where someone walked off.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Right?
Well,
It was
wait.
emotional.
Someone
Yeah.
walked off.
Yeah, so
And you see that
Okay.
a little bit in the
Yeah.
episode. But
it was
But-
very dramatic and
So there was a lot of tension between the top guys. There was a lot of testosterone flowing, I think, and so Chris was the top guy, and then Nick and Landon was right in there, and like everyone potentially at 150 points if everyone is within a small range of points,
and it came down to 3 points.
anyone could win. So, I mean, you could take the strategy of not shooting because it was a really hard shot, and maybe that would be helpful. But I would say there was a lot of pressure on people, wouldn't you, to actually take it?
Well, I mean, it's a crapshoot, because if you shoot it, you make 50. If you miss it, you lose 50. You get 3 times. I mean, you lost 150 points. I mean, that's a big hit.
I think when we heard Randy give his opinion on what he would do, it made the other contestants feel a little pressure, which they needed to, and realize, hey, man, like if you don't take this shot and this person does, or takes 1 or 2 shots, they're gonna beat you no matter what. So I think everyone ended up doing the shot at the end, and it was very, very difficult. Obviously, I'd never shot that far, but the wind was crazy. So
Right. Well, I'm curious. Were you guys also in the dark about this challenge as well? So you didn't know who shot or
no, we
or how
actually
well they did?
were all lined up to watch it.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll cut that out of this. Because that's
No, it's fine. But it's funny because Landon was one of the few that chose to just do 1 shot, and I think he thought that was strategic. Like the most he could lose is 50, but he could gain 50, and then when Chris finally went, Chris went for 3 shots, and Chris is a really good long distance shooter, and he missed the first 2, and I was just like, oh my goodness, he's already 100 down. Like if he doesn't make this last shot, he's
Right.
done. He's toast. Someone else is gonna win, and I was like, I felt the pressure for him.
So now we all kind of have an idea, who might be the top 3, but obviously it's going to come down to the last episode. But it was a pretty big,
pretty
event.
big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
Well, it
and,
seemed like it.
And it's like so much work and effort and sweat and blood, literally,
Yeah.
to get there. And like it all comes down to this one moment. It's pretty intense.
And just from the perspective of now these 2 ladies made top 10 at some point. She made top 10 once and you were at top 10 almost the whole time. And which is totally awesome, by the way, girl power. But just so as part of the whole theme of it, from our perspective, where we weren't in the top 10 and we weren't able to participate in that shot, it was really it was nerve-wracking for us, and we were nervous for them because a lot of me's like, don't do it, I don't want you to lose your spot. But I understand, like I would have taken it too. So everybody felt the pressure, not just the top 10 people, but we all felt it from our side too.
Right.
The buildup was just very.
I mean, I was just learning that morning on how to take a cup and put it up here and figure out what 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock means if you just took your shot. It was, and you were telling me you were learning that too. So.
Yeah, I mean, long distance precision shooting is hard. It's something that people spend a lot of time working on, and
Right.
And Chris is really good.
Chris is really
You've
good.
been doing that for a while. So.
Yeah.
Well, it was a great episode to watch. Very dramatic and intense. We have only 2 more challenges left, and we have one coming up right now.
So exciting.
Exciting.
We're prepared now.
Okay, you're ready. I actually don't know what it is that kept me in the dark on this one. So let's get to it. Check out this challenge, and this is our second to last one. I'm blown away. This is our second to last episode. So one more, and that's it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get to it. Check it out. What's up, guys, and welcome to today's challenge. We're here with Elvis, and he's going to tell us about this FK Burno and what today's challenge is actually going to be.
All right, thanks a lot, Dan. So everybody's familiar with the FK Burno PSD that we got to shoot in one of the last events that you guys did previously. Yep. So now what we're going to do is we're going to change things up a little bit and have a little fun. We're going to call this the one shot to the head challenge, all right? So we're going to go through this kill house, and each one of you are going to go down there and shoot every target in the head. Winner from that takes it all. I believe there's even a wager in this that Bob's providing. So awesome. Good luck, girls, and let's get some headshots in.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Great.
Okay, Doc, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and face the door and load and make ready for me. There's your magazine. I would do a chamber check on that. Just a little bit. Safety on. Just a little bit. There you go. Safety on. Reholster. Okay.
From the holster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand by. And go.
Sorry.
Okay. Unload and show clear. Okay, Aly. Are you ready?
Yep.
Magazine, load and make ready. Pull back a little bit, yeah. Okay, you good? Safety on. Reholster.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by.
Sorry.
Left. Stop. Okay. Drop the magazine. Drop the magazine. Shooter ready.
Yes.
Stand by. Stay. Go. Just keep going.
I missed it. Can I do it from here?
No.
Damn it.
Okay. Drop the magazine.
So, a little bit different challenge this time. Good guy, bad guy situation. How's that?
That was good.
It was good. I think that kind of training is the most realistic. That you
Right.
have this element of stress because we're being timed, but you also have to be making decisions. Not just can I shoot this target, but should I shoot this target?
Right. Big thing with training.
It was really fun, and it also goes back to what we did in in Nevada too.
Yeah.
This time you didn't shoot them in the balls, but
Yeah, thank you. I'm sure the target thanked you as well.
but it was fun. We had a lot of fun back on, I think it was like episode 4 or 5 when we did it together.
Yeah.
So it was a different feel, but I think we were a lot more prepared this time.
You seem very prepared. I'm going to be honest with you.
Being that we had a little bit more experience this time. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
so much fun.
That's fantastic. I agree. It was great to watch, and it's been great having you guys here. Liberty, Aly, Dr. Jenn. This is our last tease. That was it.
It's so sad.
It's sad. There's one more episode of Surviving Man, and then we'll have an aftermath after that, and
Survive, man.
and then that's it. What was that?
I said, but do we survive, man?
Do you survive, man? I will ask before we leave. Is there anything else you guys can give us on the finale?
No
Nothing.
way.
Okay, well, you heard it. There will be blood on the finale, and then a hostage situation, and some possible casualties. Join us on the finale of Surviving Man. I'm your host, Dan Kathman, and this is Aftermath.